It's 9 p.m. on a Sunday. You're curled up, bathed in the blue light of your phone, scrolling through a highlight reel of everyone else's perfect life. Brunch with mimosas, a weekend getaway you definitely can't afford, a new designer bag. You feel a familiar pang of comparison, but you keep scrolling. Then you do it. You open your banking app. The numbers on the screen glare back at you. Your heart does a little frantic tap dance against your ribs. Your stomach plummets like an elevator with a cut cable. Suddenly, the air in the room feels thick and heavy. You're not just looking at a number. You're staring into a vortex of student loan statements, rising rent, and a gnawing fear that you're falling behind. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone, and more importantly, you're not broken. Welcome back to Thrive with Tima, the podcast where we get into the neuroscience of your money, your mind, and your mission. I'm your host, Tima. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on a silent epidemic, financial anxiety. This isn't just stressing about money. This is a full-body, high-alert neurological event. We're going to find out why your brain treats your credit card statements like a saber-toothed tiger, and I'll give you a toolkit of scientifically backed strategies to tame the beast and put your rational mind back in the driver's seat. Okay, so let's pop the hood on your brain. Your brain's operating system hasn't had a major update in about 200,000 years. It's brilliant at keeping you alive in the wild, but it gets a little dramatic when faced with modern stressors. When you see that low bank balance, your brain doesn't think, okay, this is a data point requiring a logical plan. No, a tiny almond-shaped structure deep in your brain called the amygdala grabs the emergency megaphone. Think of your amygdala as your brain's panicked cave dweller. It can't tell the difference between a predator and a phone bill. All it knows is threat. This cave dweller starts smashing the panic button, flooding your system with stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. Your heart rate skyrockets, your breathing gets shallow. It's the classic fight or flight response. But here's the crazy part, the ultimate act of self-sabotage. This is what neuroscientists called the amygdala hijack. The flood of stress hormones effectively stages a coup d'etat and shuts down the most evolved, sophisticated part of your brain, which is the prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex is the calm, cool, collected CEO of your brain. It's the adult in the room, responsible for the long-term planning, impulse control, and creative problem solving. It's literally the part of your brain you need to navigate financial challenges. But when the amygdala is having a meltdown, blood and electrical energy are physically diverted away from your CEO. So you're left with a panicked cave dweller at the controls. What does a cave dweller do when scared? It either freezes, which means avoiding your bills, refusing to look at your accounts, or makes a rash, impulsive decision to escape the immediate plan, like retail therapy on a credit card. Sound familiar? It's not a character flaw, it's a biological coup in your own head. For young women, this internal battle is happening inside an external pressure cooker. We're juggling the student debt crisis, battling the gender pay gap from day one, and scrolling through the Instagram illusion, a fire hose of curated perfection that tells us we should be richer, prettier, and further along than we are. This creates a state of chronic stress. Cortisol is no longer a short burst to escape a tiger. It's a slow, corrosive drip, impairing memory and locking our brains in a cycle of anxiety. Okay, that was the bad news. It sounds like we're fighting a battle that's rigged against us, but here is the amazing, game-changing plot twist. You are the architect of your own brain. This is thanks to a little superpower called neuroplasticity. It means your brain can change. it can build new pathways. You can teach your panicked cave dweller to chill out and let the CEO get back to work. Think of your brain like a garden. You can't always stop the weeds of anxious thoughts from sprouting, but you can intentionally cultivate the flowers of calm, focus, and control. Here are 3 powerful gardening tools. Tool number 1, the vagus nerve VIP pass. When you're in the middle of a panic spiral, you can't think your way out of it because your thinking brain is offline. You need to send a safety signal to your body first. The fastest way is through the vagus nerve, a superhighway of information connecting your brain to your gut. You can activate it with a simple breathing technique used by Navy SEALs called box breathing. Let's try one cycle right now. Inhale slowly for a count of 4. Hold for 4. Exhale slowly for 4. And hold at the bottom for 4. By doing this, you're manually overriding your panic response. You're stimulating your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's built-in rest and digest mode. It physically lowers your heart rate, dials down cortisol, and sends a message straight to your amygdala that says, "False alarm, the tiger is gone, we are safe." This allows your prefrontal cortex to come back online. It is the ultimate biological reset button. Tool number 2, lay a dopamine trail. The thought, "I need to fix my finances," is way too big. It's an instant amygdala trigger. The secret is to break it down into ridiculously small, non-threatening steps. I call this laying a dopamine trail. Instead of make a budget, your first step is find a pen. Seriously, the next step is find a piece of paper. The next is write down the word budget at the top. Every time you complete one of these micro tasks, your brain rewards you with a tiny hit of dopamine, the motivation molecule. It feels good. That good feeling makes you want to take the next tiny step, like log into my bank account. You are literally creating a new neural pathway, transforming a task you dread into a rewarding, momentum-building game. Tool number 3, the cognitive offload. Decision fatigue is real. Your prefrontal cortex is like a phone battery. Every choice you make drains it a little. To preserve your precious brain power, you need to offload as many financial decisions as possible through automation. Set up an automatic transfer, even just $20, from your checking to a saving account the day you get paid. Automate your bill payments. Automate your retirement contributions. Every task you put on a benevolent autopilot is one less thing to worry about, one less decision to drain your battery, and one less potential trigger for your amygdala. You're building a system of success that works for you even when you're not thinking about it. Taming your financial anxiety is not just about money. It's a radical act of self-care. It's a rebellion against the systems and narratives that were designed to keep us small and scared. When you learn to calm your nervous system and engage your brilliant, rational mind, you reclaim your power. You stop reacting to your life and start designing it. The world doesn't need more women who are just scraping by. It needs you, calm, confident, and resourced enough to share your unique gifts. And that journey starts right here, between your ears. Thank you for joining me on Thrive with Tima. If this episode sparked something in you, please do me a favor and share it with a friend, a sister, a colleague, anyone who needs to hear that they have the power to change their brain and their life. Until next time, take a deep breath. You've got this. Keep thriving. Love you, mean it. Tima.